When you travel through India by train, the sheer scale of the changing landscapes shifts dramatically under your very feet. This chart visualizes a massive national survey that counted 1.4 billion people, divided among 4,600 distinct communities. They speak 325 languages using 25 different scripts. Over a century ago, the influential British historian Vincent Smith famously argued that this level of fragmentation should theoretically make a unified history of the subcontinent impossible. While unity in diversity is often used as a political slogan, we need to determine if there is a real structural mechanism holding this continent-sized nation together. India survives because it operates on a system of cultural combinatorics, a masterclass in taking a few shared base codes and remixing them for every local environment. The regional map of Indian food appears chaotic, containing hundreds of thousands of distinct dishes and preparations. This image shows the underlying simplicity. Most of those meals are built from a handful of staple grains and pulses: rice, wheat, millet, and lentils. Universal spices like turmeric, cumin, and ginger act as multipliers when added to that foundation. This equation shows how a single, shared gastronomic framework generates the illusion of disconnected culinary worlds by simply reacting to local geography. The result is a highly efficient system where the same core ingredients produce endless local variety. We can track this same combinatoric logic in physical objects, like the distinctly different visual identities worn by these three women. Each is wearing a sari, the ultimate shared code. It is an architectural invention consisting of nothing more than an unstitched, plain length of cloth. The weaving methods and materials, like the silk shown here, shift entirely based on the cloth's regional origin. Because the code of the cloth is so flexible, local communities drape and adapt it for immediate utility. In this instance, a single piece of fabric becomes a makeshift hammock for an infant. That same cloth type functions here as an agricultural tool for winnowing grain. The sari embodies the many in the one, a single technological platform that every user is invited to radically customize. This framework also defines the invisible architecture of time and storytelling. Every year, January 14th serves as a shared temporal anchor, marking the harvest season across the entire subcontinent. That singular date fractures into a prism of distinct local identities, from Pongal in the south to Lori in the north. The great epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, function as the narrative base code shared by these communities. These texts operate as decentralized, open-source frameworks. In Tamil Nadu alone, researchers have found over 100 distinct folklore versions of these stories. This structure allows local history to be grafted directly onto a universal core, making the ancient stories feel personal to every village. Scaling back out to the vast national level, we can now see the logic behind the original confusion. This density of languages and communities represents the massive output of that same combinatoric engine, applied to every aspect of life for thousands of years. India functions as an incredibly robust open-source society, surviving precisely because its core values are designed for constant local adaptation. The Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore viewed this phenomenon as a profound spiritual necessity, praying to never lose the bliss of the touch of the one in the play of the many. The true resilience of the nation lies in this endless creative play, a shared foundation that supports over 1 billion different ways of being Indian.